Live. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of wethampem. I'm Charles.
I'm Holly. How was your week?
Well, it was Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
What did we end up doing again?
We went to the tournament.
Monday? Oh, yeah, we went to the tournament after the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was really great. It seemed like starts to remind me of back in the tournaments back in the day. You know, where there's a lot of people, you know, because the past few tournaments that we went to, it seemed like it's starting to die down, where there's less people coming, less teams. But this tournament, just from the day that we went, so yeah, the tournaments have started to seem like they're coming back alive. It seems like they had a lot of vendors. A lot of food, or not a lot of food, but enough food.
Yeah, good amount of food vendors and a little stage. I think that's new from what I can remember.
Yeah, it's starting to seem like it's starting to get popular again with the younger kids, and that's a good thing. Only time will tell, right? J4 is right around the corner too, so
Yep.
hopefully it starts to interest the younger generation to come out a lot more.
It seems so crowded where we were, like in the volleyball area. Like there's so many teams, so many people, and like the nets are super close to each other. Maybe it's always been like that, but I was never like in the volleyball side, so I didn't notice. But man, it seemed kind of dangerous too.
Volleyball's always been like that until they start kicking out teams and it gets smaller and smaller and more narrow, less tight, you know. But it's just good to see a lot of kids being out there again too, you know, because it seemed like for the longest there, since after I played in 12 or whatever, even like before then, like or up until then, it's starting to die out a whole lot.
Oh, well, first and foremost, congrats to TC Rejects from volleyball,
Yes, they won first.
which is our uncle. One of them is our uncle.
Uncle is the setter. He's supposed to be on one of the podcasts, but he's kind of busy, so.
But I did watch their video or their final games, and you realize like TC Rejects are like the older generation, and they're going against the younger generation, it seemed like. So that's really interesting to see that.
Congrats to Brothers too for winning first.
It was brothers. I had no idea who won. I read BV's, and I was like, wait, BV didn't win? I don't even know who won.
Yeah, I think it was Brothers that won. And then what about the girls?
Blitz won.
Blitz, okay. Congrats to Blitz too. Yeah, I haven't been out in that scene for a while. It was nice to get back into it. It's been at least over. When was the last time you played?
Oh, I don't even remember. Probably 4 years ago, probably. Before I had her.
Probably 4, yeah.
It's been a while, but just stepping into that tournament, I was so amazed. Like, there's so many turnout, but then that was only one side that they used. They did do, I think, under 18U on the other side.
Yeah.
I think for football. I think that's what it was. It was football. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, there was cornhole too. It's good to see the diversity there.
Yeah. Oh, we also went to Valley Fair.
Yeah, Valley Fair on Sunday.
Yeah, that was interesting. Such a long day. I mean, 2 days back to back in the sun. Man, could you imagine? Man, I got tan a little bit. I mean, we all did.
Yeah, it was fun, but the water park, the new addition, wasn't as great as we expected.
I mean, it was exactly what I expected.
It was.
Yeah. But then last year that we went to Valley Fair, I did not explore at all the water park. I just stayed in one area. I didn't even go to the wave. And yeah, but this time I did a little bit. We actually went over the bridge to the lazy river, did a smaller kiddie pool, and then the other splash pad too. And the newest addition is the kiddie pool with the slides. That was pretty cool, but it's almost like, do you swim in there? And the risk of getting like hit with the kids coming down the slide. Like, I don't know what to do in this area. But it was nice. It's a good addition. And the only thing I would say is that the slides are so big that when you go down the slide, it almost seems like you can't go down foot first. It seemed like you're like, oh, and then you turn to the side because the slides are like
So wide.
so wide.
I feel like it was over supervised for those baby slides.
Well, it is for
Younger
younger kids.
Yeah. And it was really fun seeing the kids on the rides, even though they went on just the kiddie rides.
Yeah, we went to Planet Snoopy. That's the kid friendly area. It was nice because even though no one wanted to ride the rides with Ariel, she was
Persistent.
of riding. And I was like, oh, I mean, as long as she wants to. But unfortunately, there was a storm that was coming
Towards the end, yeah.
We had to leave. But that was nice.
Yeah, I think, well, I was glad it wasn't so packed. So it was like great, I didn't want it to be where it's like super packed because it was a holiday weekend too. It was super packed and like the lines are super long. You're sitting in line for like 20 plus minutes, just go on one ride.
Well, we did not explore the whole place. We stayed in Planet Snoopy. So that was nice. Like there wasn't that many kids. But I think if we went to like, still Venom or Wild Thing, I think there probably would have been a little bit of a line. But since we only stayed in that kiddie area.
Yeah, but still Venom and Wild Thing is such a quick ride that the line moves pretty fast.
Yeah, I think that's with a lot of the
bigger rides. Yeah, I mean, thank God we didn't ride no rides because the last year when we went and we rode, still Venom. Did we ride the Wild Thing? I think we did.
I think we did.
Yeah, it feels different now as you get older,
I mean, jeez. You don't think you get old, but my gosh, like any sort of motion, even sitting in the back of the car, I'm like, I'm getting sick. It's terrible. And I was telling the kids, I was telling Ariel, I don't want to go on any rides because my stomach is going to be in my butt, after this. And I'm going to feel crappy the whole day, I have to take some sort of med or something. But yeah, I mean, luckily she had a good attitude that day, so she was like, okay, I'll just do this and do that. So that was nice.
And she's the oldest, so she didn't have no kids around her age to want to go.
Well, luckily Auntie went on the way with her, which is the first ride. I know she really wanted to ride. I'm like, I'm not gonna go there with you. I think the kids had so much fun with the wave too, though. You just seen that giant splash coming through. You're either scared or you're gonna stay still and you're gonna get wet, Monday we finally went fishing.
Yes, finally did.
Yeah.
Caught.
It wasn't that great either. So
yeah, we should have caught 3 or 2.
Caught
1. Yeah.
I did not catch anything.
Yeah. I mean, it was the lake we went to, I think is past its peak, or it's not past its peak, but like
not quite there yet.
Well, it is there, but like where we fish, it's super weedy already, So it's kind of hard to fish around the weeds.
Yeah.
We would have went there like probably like earlier in the month. I think it would have been perfect. But we've been so busy that, just don't have the time to go. And then when we do have the time to go, it's kind of tired. You don't really want to go.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the area that we went to wasn't the greatest. Yeah, that was our week for Memorial Weekend. That was a long weekend.
But it's the end of May, going into June.
Yeah. Perfect.
So we started our first volleyball practice this week, and I think it went well for our session.
Yeah, I mean, it's first day of meeting the kids. They're meeting you as well too, and some parents. So that was nice. Everyone meeting each other for the first time. The kids. Not everyone showed up, which is fine. It's not like it's mandatory, but some familiar faces, which is good.
I think we had just enough room for the amount of players we had. So we had about 17 players that showed up in total. 17
kids?
Yes.
Oh, I thought just you. I thought you were just talking about you.
No, in total, because we had 2 teams. It went pretty well. I think, well, at least for my team, I could say it went pretty well. It's a little easier to assess the kids, help them when they're needed. I think we should have a pretty decent team this year. So this week did seem kind of hectic with all the parents. I mean, we're going to try to condense silvers together and gold together.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what we could come up with this week.
Sounds like that's probably the best route to go, but it's a little tricky with parents who have multiple kids that are in different groups. So hopefully you guys can figure something out in the back end. Do you want to go into today's topic or our new segment that we are launching today? Stories that we want to tell each other, whether it's stories from Hmong Talk or Am I the Asshole? We're just going to read them to each other and put our takes into it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this new segment that we're going to do. I have one here. It says, am I the asshole for not wanting my sister at my birthday dinner? Since Christmas, my relation with my sister is not great. It wasn't even great before, but now it's almost inexistent. Inexistent. That's a word, right? For the first time in 3 years, my boyfriend's daughter was with us for Christmas. She is 20 years old, and she met my family for the first time. My sister didn't really try to know her name, didn't really talk, and even had a bitchy attitude with her while playing a card game. I ended up asking her to respect my stepdaughter, and things escalated quickly. She yelled at me and leaped downstairs to go cry. We saw each other at my kid's birthday in January, and my
kid's birthday.
We saw each other at my kid's birthday in January and my nephew's birthday in February, and everything was normal. We talked and laughed. At Easter brunch in March, she didn't talk to me, didn't say hi. And at the end of brunch, she kissed goodbye to everybody except me. So I told her goodbye, turned around and left. 2 weeks later, my mom came to my house and told me that my sister called her to complain that I wasn't visiting her in her new house. I told my mom that my sister never told me she had officially moved in the house or told me the address or told me that I could visit her. And she didn't even talk to me the last time she saw me. At my mom's retirement party, my sister didn't talk to me all night, except one time, to ask me if I wanted to finish her plate since she wasn't hungry anymore. When I stand up to leave and said goodbye to everyone, she ignored me. So this week, God, this person must not be. So this weekend, when my mom asked me if I was available on July 4th for my birthday, Canada here. Oh, there we go. She only celebrated every 5 years. I told her I was, but wanted something simple with both my parents, my boyfriends, and our kids. Once she understood that I don't want my sister there, she was pissed, told me she was tired of my childish attitude, and told me to organize my birthday dinner alone, and she'll see if she will be available. So am I the asshole for not wanting my sister at my birthday at all?
I think feelings are valid. I mean, her sister it's a two-way street in a relationship, even with your siblings, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it just comes to a time where she might have to just be the better person and apologize to her sister to kind of just mend things, even though she feels like it's not her fault. But she only knows from her side of the story.
Right.
So she hasn't asked her sister or had a civil conversation with her sister about why her sister's treating her that way.
Yeah, it seems very on and off, right? So she started with Christmas, and then January, and then kid's birthday, February, kid's birthday, everything seems normal. And then Easter, and then now to retirement. It seems like it's very wishy-washy in a way. Like they'll talk and they won't talk, and the next time they'll talk, they won't talk. But to me, that sounds almost like, I don't know, immature. Like whatever you guys have, just hash it out and leave it in the past. I almost think it's like that's what they should do.
To me, it sounds like the sister that she's having issue with is probably going through like a midlife crisis too, and she's probably just taking out all her frustration on her sister.
Yeah,
because she probably has done that her whole life. You know, just from what from what I'm getting out of this. I guess since it's so drastic and random, it's kind of like maybe she's going through like a midlife crisis, and she has nobody else. She don't know how to take out her anger or frustration out on anybody else but the sister that wrote in.
I wonder if they have more siblings.
I don't know. They should
Yeah.
say.
Doesn't say. Do you want to see the top comment?
Yes.
Okay. This one says, I feel for you. I'm sure it hurts you. So I agree she should not be invited. Have a birthday celebration with your boyfriend and the kids this year. That's 30 thumbs up. The next one says, no, I don't think so. She wants to ignore you. Let her ignore you. But make sure after this, you don't go chasing after her. Here's the next one. My God, you sound like my sister and my mother, always nitpicking over who said hi last. My mom says my sister hasn't called me in 3 months, but my mom has also not called her sister in 3 months. Not once did you say that you try to reach out to her, but you're mad that she's not reaching out to you. Stop being so damn stubborn. Call your sister and hash it out before you end up 75 and lonely as hell because you have 3 sisters that you never freaking talk to because you feel like they should be calling you first. I roll.
I mean, that person sounds like they have that issue already. That's why they're writing that in.
Or it seems like they know of someone. To say like, you don't want to be 75 and have all these sisters, but you guys are not even close at all. So yeah, I mean, I totally agree too. They say like, oh, be the bigger person and apologize first. Or I mean, I'm not telling her to be the bigger person, but I'm telling her to like be reasonable and like don't just nitpick things, and maybe see your actions too. Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to reach out? Are you texting her? Are you guys talking occasionally? Not like every day, obviously, but I think it goes both ways.
Yeah, I mean, with my experience and with my siblings, we all had our differences growing up, had our issues with each other growing up. But now, as we gotten older, like I think we've learned to let it go without talking to each other, or apologizing to each other, because like I guess we've all kind of, you could say, mentally forgave each other. But compared to like my 2 younger brothers, like I had a long, deep talk with my brother, with one of my brother, and I like, me and him never had this like deep of a talk, but I've told him I know I wasn't the greatest older brother to you. I wasn't the nicest. I didn't give you everything that you wanted, but I had a reason why I did that. Like I pushed you away because I didn't want you to grow up and be just like me. I wanted you to be better than me. So me and my brother, we've talked, and I hope he understands where I was coming from. I mean, I told him I'm sorry. I if I could go back, I would be a better brother. What about with your experience with your siblings and family?
Oh, with this story?
How would you have handled the situation? Let's say.
I mean, it's easier to see like someone else's like story, right? And you're like,
and just react off of it.
Reacting off of it. But when it comes to like your personal, it's like, if anything, I could probably relate to that a lot, to that story, which I didn't realize until like actually reading it. You're like, oh wow, this is what I'm kind of going through too. I mean, I have kids too, so then I feel like I always want to be the best version of myself, even if it's in front of my siblings or my family, my own family. Like I always try to make the best decision, and like if I don't have to react a certain way, I'm not going to. But I know that once I do, it's almost like I've fallen into that trap of like reacting, and then now I become this person that I don't want to be. And like I always just try to be the best, put out the best version of myself, especially in front of my kids. So I mean, with her being a mom as well too, I don't know. I mean, I think if anything, it doesn't hurt to reach out as well too. And I don't know if she actually likes or dislikes her sister.
I mean, well, at the beginning, she said that they never had a great relationship to begin with,
That's right.
but it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it doesn't help to kind of get it back to decent.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this...
Is this relationship salvageable, do you think?
I think any relationship with your family is salvageable as long as you're willing to forgive.
Mm, yeah. We just went to a wedding and I didn't realize, but that the bride did not want her brother at the wedding.
No.
And it's like,
But they have their reasons.
I know, but I'm saying like, you can't just forget the past. I mean, I know it's your request as bride and that's your big day, but things like that. I mean, that's not really the story, but I feel like it's in a way, kind of like this too, where like it's my birthday party. Is it okay for me not to invite my sister? I mean, you could do whatever you want, but I don't think that'll help the situation, right?
I think with them, it should be with the wedding. It should have been where when she's having the wedding, she should have tried reaching out to her brother and working it out. And if it doesn't work out, then if you don't want him there, you don't need him there. But at least you tried, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about with the birthday party. Like this birthday party.
Well, I'm still piggybacking off the wedding, the one you're talking about.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. I already went to the birthday party. I said for her not to invite her sister to the birthday party I don't think I said she can do whatever she wants. It's her birthday. However, if she doesn't invite the sister, it's not going to help the situation.
Well, right? With that situation, even if you invite your sister, do you think she'll show up anyways?
Mm-hmm. Well, even if she shows up, she's gonna talk to you because like she keeps saying that they didn't even talk. They didn't even say anything. It's like, did you even initiate? Do you know what I mean?
Well, if it is your birthday and she comes and she doesn't talk to you, then it's gonna be even more awkward, right? Am I the asshole for not giving my parents half of my lottery winning?
I saw that one.
Winnings. Mm-hmm. Context: I won. I think they're in Europe because it's about in euros, but 4 million earlier this year from the lotto. Currently, the money is diversified into several index funds. I was planning on giving them. Planning on giving his parents $750,000 as a thank you, but when I mentioned that as a counter offer, they got mad and started calling me selfish. I'm 19 male. My parents are 49 male and 47 female. Without going into much detail and making this longer than necessary, I only waited around a week before I told my parents. They were excited, and so was I. It was all going fine until they started talking about the money as if it was theirs. They were talking about retiring, going on holiday, buying a boat and new car, traveling the world, etc. I asked them how much they expected to have. Stone cold face, they said half. I understand that with giving half, having 2 million left is already enough, but why should they be entitled to that? I know they're my parents and we've had a great relationship. To me, $750,000 seems like it's enough as they already have their own savings and a paid off mortgage. So am I the asshole for refusing to give my parents half of my winning?
Did he refuse? Does it say that? Did he refuse, or he's just questioning that before actually telling his parents?
Well, in the story, he says he asked them how much they expect to get from him.
Yeah.
And they said half.
But he didn't respond yet, right?
But he said he counter offer with $750,000.
Oh, he counter.
Yeah. So instead of giving them $2 million, he's giving them $750,000.
Yeah.
Which I think is still great. I mean, being kids, having parents ourselves, right? I think if I would have won,
put yourself in his shoes, babe.
I don't think I would be able to tell my parents
Really? That you've won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I tell them, my parents might put me through the same thing. Oh, without us, you won't be in this world, you know. And if they expect half, it's like,
That guilt trip in a way.
I don't think I could give my parents half either.
Here's the thing. If they won, do you think they could give you any, if anything, right? I think they would be able to, knowing them. I think they would not give you half,
They would not give me half.
but they would give you something. So
But I'm talking about within his.
yeah, in his situation, I'm saying like if you won, you won't give them any. But if they won,
I'm not saying I won't give my parents any. I of course I would take care of my parents for sure, but I wouldn't want them to know my
situation would happen.
because if let's say we won, right? We're married. If I win, you win, right? Let's say we won. I wouldn't really want to tell anybody,
Yeah.
but I will take care of, all our close ones behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Trying without them knowing.
Yeah, I don't think he's
He's not the asshole, but he is an asshole for telling his parents within a week, and now his parents are making plans with his money. I think
that makes him an asshole. I don't think that makes him an asshole. I think that makes him
makes his parents the asshole for making plans with his money already, or setting an expectation for him too.
I think the parents are assholes for doing that, thinking that that's their money too. If I was in that case, okay, there you go. So he wants to give like $870 million. Damn, that's a lot of money too. Like, I would not say no to that either. First of all, as a parent, I would not want to even get into that conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like that's your doing. Whatever you decide to do, you want all that money and whatever. But I would just try to guide them. Like, if you need a financial advisor, I could help you find one. I don't know. Then go from there. And then if he ever wants to, out of his own
bottom of his heart,
on his own, if he wants to give money, then it is what it is. But money is such like a big factor to a lot of people, right? I feel like if I accept it, I don't want them to hold that against me. If I don't accept it, I don't want them to hold that against me either.
Well, those are your parents.
Yes.
So then, like he said, they had a great relationship to begin with, until he told him he won. So I'm pretty sure that's why he told him that he won, because they had a great relationship. He had a great relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, money is such a big factor that, like, dude, just look how quick your parents were thinking that that's their money. You know what I mean? Like,
money is the root of all evil, I always say.
That should be the title of our episode. Well, you know what I mean? It's just like when we were offered money or whatever, and it's like I know at the end of the day, this right here is probably gonna bite us in the ass, or someone's gonna use it to their power to go against us. And I don't like to be in that type of situation. I just wish people were just doing, like, if people were just to do things out of their own generosity, their own pure heart, then great. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to accept this money, and later on you're like, you're holding that and you're dangling that in front of me because of X, Y, and Z or something. Do you know what I mean? So I think money is a very big factor to a lot of people, even if you don't want to admit to it. And I tried to be very careful with my decision when it involves money. It's too bad that you told your parents, but I don't think you're the asshole. You still offer them some sort of money. I think your parents are kind of...
They say money changes you, and even if money doesn't change you, it changes the people around you when they know you have money, right?
Yeah.
So,
babe, that was actually my story, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew that
Sorry.
was mine. It's okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
This is from Hmong Talk. This one is mine, anonymous, 2 days ago. I hardly ever saw my sister because we live 4 hours apart, but she called me constantly crying about her husband abusing her. Sometimes she needed money because he spent everything they had, and sometimes he just needed someone to talk to after another fight. No matter what, I was always there for her. Even when I was struggling myself, I would skip paying my own bills just to send her money because she was my only sister. A few months ago, I was in her town for work and decided to visit her. The moment I saw her, my stomach dropped. She had bruises all over her body, a black eye, and a busted lip. I was furious, but I tried to stay calm because I didn't want to upset her even more. We sat outside talking on the porch like everything was normal. Before I left, I offered to take her and her husband out to dinner, but she refused and said he would get angry if she left the house. I didn't push it, so I said goodbye and went back to my hotel. Later that night, she called me crying hysterically. Before I could even ask what was wrong, the phone disconnected. I immediately drove to her house. As soon as I got there, I could hear her screaming from inside. The front door was open. When I ran in, I saw her husband holding her over the toilet with a knife against her throat while he hit her. I tried pulling him off of her, but he shoved me away and pulled out a gun, threatening to kill both of us if I didn't leave. I ran outside shaking and called the cops, but I couldn't leave my sister there alone, so I went back inside. When he heard the police were coming, he suddenly changed. He started crying, apologizing, saying he loved her, blaming the alcohol, and begging her to lie for him. And she tried to. Even with the cuts on her throat and bruises everywhere, she still defended him. The police arrested him anyway. A few days later, both my family and his family turned on me. They said I embarrassed everyone by calling the cops instead of handling it privately. They told me I should have stayed out of the marriage. Some of them even demanded I pay money for the shame I caused the family. A few months later, he got out of jail, and my sister went right back to him. To this day, my parents barely speak to me, and my sister blames me for everything that happened. I still replay that night in my head constantly. I still hear her screaming sometimes when I try to sleep. I miss my sister so much, but deep down inside, I still wonder if I did the right thing. Was I wrong for trying to save her, or was I supposed to wait until I was identifying her body instead?
Oh, man, that's so hard. That's a hard topic, or not a hard topic, a hard situation to
Be in.
You want to explain your point of view?
I think 4 hours apart. Ugh. I think this is a very unpopular opinion,
Touchy, yeah.
or I'm saying my opinion. If your sister is not done, then she's not done. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but I don't want to dance around it, especially when you know that the sisters went back to him right after. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around it, but I think I am trying to. But it just seems like she's just, no one can really save her
But herself.
but herself. And it does tear a family apart, relationships apart too. You know what I mean? Because look at what she's going through.
What she put herself through.
No, I'm talking about the girl that wrote the story.
Yeah.
It does tear people apart. It's not just that family, that relationship, that marriage. It's like your whole family, everyone around you. Your sister's going through all this, as in the writer, but yet you're still running back to this terrible situation. It's like, oh my God, do you know that this doesn't just affect you? It affects your whole family. If you have kids, oh my gosh. And your sisters can't even sleep at night because of what she experienced with you and your husband. Like, oh, That's terrible.
I think she probably loves her sister too much, to where she's always there for her sister. I mean, it gets to a certain point where you kind of have to get fed up with it and be like, oh, I've helped you so much, and yet you still can't figure it out for yourself. So you kind of got to stop helping them, you know? And now, like, you love her so much that you've always helped her. And then now that you've kind of overstepped and helped her more than what everybody think you should have, because you called the cops on her, you know, your brother-in-law, for, you know, almost killing your sister.
Both of you guys.
Yeah, almost killing the both of you guys. Now you're the problem. But I mean, you should have just taken a step back and be like, okay, I've helped you this much, and if you can't figure that you need to leave him, then I guess you're gonna have to just deal with it.
Yeah, don't call me anymore. Don't get me involved, because like this is traumatizing for me too. Like she can't even sleep anymore. She's replaying the whole thing in her head. Like some nights, it's like, gosh, try to be the bigger person or protecting your loved ones, but yet everyone turns on you. I feel so bad for this writer.
Sometimes you've got to not say give up, but give up for somebody to realize, you know. This is like what they say, you don't know what you've lost until it's gone, right?
Yeah. I think the sister that's in the marriage, I think she needs some time to be alone.
Well, it's kind of like maybe that's what she's scared of. That's why she stays with her.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
abusive husband, you know. And if she can't come to realize that
it's not
being alone is not as bad as being beat up every
in
day.
This situation, yeah. Then sheesh, rather be alone.
Well, that's what she needs to figure out, I guess. But yeah, it's a shame that happened to the sister. And I mean, you being this other sister, or having her as your only sister, of course you love her. You love her to death, and you do anything for her. And unfortunately, you doing the right thing backfired. You know, so
yeah, it's very unfortunate that she went through all that. All right, guys, that's the end of this episode today. Thank you for tuning in with us. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube channel at Tham Podcast. If you have any topics you want our takes, our opinions, go ahead and send us an email at wethampem@gmail.com, and we'll take a look at it. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Hopefully you guys like this segment.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, you guys.